Let's take a look back for you tonight. Nearly 100 years ago, nightclubs, as we know them today, were born in New York City. And a lot has changed over the years, but not our love for the nightlife. Put on your dancing shoes as Crystal Young joins us now with a look at nightclubs now and then.
New York City is known for many things. One of them is its amazing nightlife. These days, going out to a nightclub usually means velvet ropes, loud music, and bottle service. But that wasn't always the case. In fact, nightlife as we know it was actually invented right here in the Big Apple in the 1920s.
Say, Professor, maybe I'd better sing a little song here.
Before that era, people went to vaudeville shows or organized balls and dances. Then, despite prohibition, nightclubs began to pop up. The Savoy opened in Harlem in 1926 and became a world-renowned location. Billy Mitchell is a historian at the Apollo who says the famous nightclubs of yesteryear will always have a permanent place in history.
Years ago, they had these after-hour spots, kind of like seedy places, in the dark. Alcohol was not supposed to be drank, but they sold it, they drank it, they partied, and then these people wanted to see acts. And, professional acts. So here comes the nightclubs.
The 70s saw a rise in disco music, and nightclubs were morphing into venues that had a tricky door scene and were all about the music. That was the heyday of Studio 54. By the 80s and 90s, places like Garage and Limelight were all the rage. These days, nightclubs like Marquee are on New York's hot list, and new ones are cropping up all the time. Space Ibiza on 50th and 12th just opened in September, and it's taking the city by storm.
It's an unprecedented experience, bringing back the old decadence and glamour of like the Studio 54 days with live productions, music, lighting, sound, the most amazing performers and production. It's like going to a Broadway show with very great music.
It's an adult playground. I mean, that's the best way I could describe it.
Adult playground. I love the rich history.
Yes.
This is great. I like the story a lot. Tell me about the new scene right now. What's the real hot club?
It is completely different from the way it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and with good reason. But that place that I went, Space Ibiza, super hot, just opened in September.
Really?
People are waiting in line to get in and loving it. But things are different. There's bottle service and expensive bottle service. If you go in, maybe for 5 or 6 people, you get a little area where you all can sit.
Okay.
You get some vodka and some ice and some mixers, and that will cost you $2,500.
No.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Or maybe $3 grand. It's expensive, and it's not the way it used to be. So clearly, that's a big then and now, right?
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
What about the age group?
It's like? Young-ish. I feel like when people are super surprised by all these current things, they probably are a little beyond the age where they're going out to nightclubs. So it's 25 to 50. Every now and then you'll see a little.
I'm not of drinking age yet, so I got to wait a little while before we get there. Thank you, Crystal.
I'm not either, Ernie.
Okay.
Yes, I know.
Let's go party.
Yes.
Thank you.